Yeah?
Yeah. Oh my god. So as you can see here, I'm at the nearest place in UITM where we can see a lot of rubbish in the river or lake. I don't know what to call this, but I think this is a river. And for the non-resident especially, they can always see kids or some random kids swimming here in the river with a lot of rubbish. And I don't know, how do they still not get all the disease from the dirty water? You guys have seen the river, right? It's so dirty. So so if you guys want to know more about water pollution, let's get started with our documentary.
A group of climate change organisations have
emissions of greenhouse gases.
Climate change is now happening.
Indonesia says it's
10 million tons of.
The Philippines tops a list of countries most susceptible to hazards caused by climate change.
Ito ang dahilan ng pagkakaroon ng mga bagyong gaya ng Super Typhoon Yolanda at Bagyong Ondoy.
Water is a natural resource that all living creatures require. Clean water is also used in manufacturing and for social and economic development. However, water pollution occurs when harmful substances, often chemicals or microorganisms, contaminate a stream, river, lake, ocean, aquifer or other body of water, degrading water quality and rendering it toxic to humans or the environment.
Now, let's move on to the causes of water pollution. So the first one is industrial and agriculture activities. Industries often release untreated or inadequately treated wastewater into water bodies, containing pollutants such as heavy metals, toxic chemicals, and also organic compounds. Besides, pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers used in agricultural practices can also wash off fields during rainfall or irrigation, contaminating nearby water sources with chemicals like nitrogen and phosphorus. The second one is urbanization and population growth. As urban populations grow, so does the volume of wastewater generated from households, industries, and commercial activities, and without proper treatment, this wastewater can contain pollutants such as pathogens, nutrients, and also chemicals that can contaminate water bodies. Not only that, but the population growth and urbanization often result in increased consumption and waste generation. Improper disposal of litter and trash, including plastics, can lead to marine debris and pollution in water bodies, harming aquatic life and ecosystems. The third one is climate change and natural disaster. One of the most common natural disasters associated with climate change is flooding. Floodwaters can pick up various pollutants such as chemicals, sewage, debris, and even hazardous materials from industrial sites or waste dumps. These pollutants can then contaminate water sources, posing risk to human health and ecosystems. Furthermore, extreme weather events like heavy rainfall, hurricanes, and mudslides can cause soil erosion and sedimentation in rivers, lakes, and coastal areas. Last but not least is policy and governance failure. Inadequate or outdated regulations related to water quality standards, pollution control measures, and waste disposal practices can fail to prevent or mitigate water pollution. Additionally, weak enforcement of existing regulations can allow industries, agriculture, and municipalities to discharge pollutants into water bodies without facing consequences, leading to contamination.
that pollution increased by 2% last year.
Water pollution has a lot of effect on the environment, as we know that water are important to people daily life. Other than that, it is also important to our ecosystem and also economic activities. Water pollution gives an impact to our ecosystem, which it's damage our ecosystem. Water pollution severely affects aquatic ecosystem, which is disrupting the delicate balance of marine and freshwater habitats. Habitat destruction, which is pollutants like heavy metals, chemicals, and plastic waste can destroy habitats, which is making them uninhabitable for aquatic life. It is also impact to our biodiversity loss, which is pollutants can kill off sensitive species, reduce biodiversity, and lead to the decline or extinctions of fish, plants, and other organisms. Other than that, it also gives an impact to human health risks, which is polluted water poses significant health risks to humans, which is it's leading to a range of disease and health conditions. Pathogens in polluted water can cause disease such as cholera, dysentery, and hepatitis. When water gets polluted from the toxic exposure, which is chemicals like pesticides, heavy metals, and industrial pollutants, it can lead to chronic illness, which is cancer and neurological disorders. Water pollution not only affect to our daily life, it is also gives an impact to economic costs. When there are water pollution imposes substantial economic costs on society affecting various sectors, such as healthcare costs, economic losses, and also tourism decline. In tourism sector, when water gets polluted, it will affect to their business. Polluted beach and waterways can deter tourists, negatively impacting to local economies dependent on tourism. As well, it is also impact to economic losses in the fisheries, which is polluted waters can destroy fish populations, which is leading to reduced catches, loss of income for the fishermen, and higher prices for the consumers.
Water pollution in its various forms presents a multi-phase challenge that transcends geographical boundaries and socio-economic divides. Whether it's industrial discharge, agricultural runoff, plastic waste, or chemical contaminants, the sources of water pollution are diverse and pervasive. These pollutants not only degrade the quality of our drinking water, but also disrupt delicate aquatic. However tough the situation may seem, there is still a way forward, so there are several suggestions on the water pollution. Firstly, implementing strict regulation. The government and regulatory bodies should enact and enforce strict regulation to control pollution from industrial facility, agricultural activity, and so on. These regulations should include limits on pollutant discharge, mandatory wastewater treatment, and penalty for non-compliance to irresponsible behavior. Secondly, fostering public education and awareness. By educating communities about the causes and consequences of water pollution, as well as empowering individuals with the knowledge and tools to take action, we can mobilize collective effort towards the cleaner and healthier waterways. One approach to fostering public education is through targeted outreach campaign. This campaign utilizes various channels such as television, radio, social media, and community events to disseminate information about water pollution and its impact. Thirdly, implementing proper waste management by innovation and technology. The government needs to invest in research and development of new technologies for waste management that can lead to more efficient and environmentally friendly methods of waste treatment and disposal. Advanced technologies such as waste-to-energy plants and anaerobic digestion can help convert waste into useful resources while minimizing environmental impact.
Water is very important for life. All animals and plants need clean water to survive, but people have not always taken good care of the water on Earth. Water pollution means putting dirty things into water. This makes the water unsafe for drinking, swimming, or for plants and animals to use. There are many causes of water pollution. One cause is factories releasing chemicals into rivers, lakes, and oceans. Another cause is trash and litter being thrown into the water instead of being disposed of properly. Sewage and fertilizers can also pollute the water if not treated correctly. Water pollution is very harmful. It can kill fish, birds, plants, and other living things that depend on the water. It can spread disease to animals and people. Polluted water is not safe to drink or use. We have learned many lessons from water pollution. We know now how important it is to keep our waters clean. Laws have been passed to control pollution from factories. There are also efforts to clean up litter and trash from polluting our waters. Each person can also do their part. We should not litter or dump things into bodies of water. We should conserve water and use less chemicals that could end up polluting. Taking these steps will help protect our vital water resources. The lessons of water pollution teach us to respect and take care of our waters. Clean water is essential for the health of all living creatures on our planet. We must value and preserve this precious resource.